Okay. Hello, welcome. I'm just going to give it a moment to load, let people join on. Okay. Hi, welcome. So happy you're here. Hello, hello. So I can't see who's joining on, but I would love if you put in the comments who's here, share your name, where you're coming in from. So happy to have you in this space for the Light Weavers. Day 1 masterclass. Have a lot of deep, juicy discussion and also a really profound healing of the heart today with Holy Fire Reiki. This whole class just channeled through this past Sunday, and it felt really important to bring us light weavers together. Hi Dee, to connect our light, but also to come together to feel our collective light, to know that the work that we're doing in the world is important and necessary and needed, and that there's so many tools that we can pull on and connect to within ourselves and within the collective to create a greater healing frequency upon earth right now. Hi Teresa, yay, so happy you're here. Beautiful. Okay, so I am going to pull up my PDF for today and let's dive in. So again, this is part 1 of part 2. It felt really important. Hello, hello. If you're here, please share in the comments your name, where you're coming in from. It'll be so nice to hear from you. So this light weaver discussion, it's really calling in all of the light weavers who are threading the light of wisdom, of healing, and sacred purpose across the earth and multiverse. And I just feel that this is so important to remember just how potent your healing is. And when I say, and we're going to work more with the healer archetype and healing any wounding around fully embracing your healer archetype in tomorrow's masterclass. But today we're just really tapping into the depths of your essence, your purpose, and how important it is to bring your light forward, to claim it, to recognize just how potent the work that you are doing in this world is, and to trust it. Trust more deeply in the path that you are stepping into right now. I know oftentimes when we're in there's so much that we're doing in this world, so many responsibilities and engagements that we're in, and oftentimes it can feel like we're quite alone in the experience, especially because community is very different than it used to be even hundreds or thousands of years ago. And so it can feel like we're holding so much on our plate, so much in our hands, and like our energy just gets scattered, and that the ability, it's like there's so much that maybe we want to do or share or create or provide in many ways, but yet there's this weight on our heart, or we're tired, or there's physical illness, or there's all these other responsibilities that need to be taken care of. There's just so much pressure that we experience in this life. So I wanted this discussion to be a really profound reminder at how just important your impact is, just important your wisdom, your medicine, your healing is, from a place of more simplicity and ease and peacefulness, and that you just being you has so much power, has so much energy, has so much importance, and that even in the simplest way that you're creating light on this earth. And I really believe that one of the most important ways that we are weaving light on this earth is through the inner alchemy within our own self, through our connection to the divine, to God, to the creator, to attuning ourselves to our higher self, highest alignment, to bringing our focus onto the wisdom within our heart, within our soul, and moving away from lower vibrational frequencies that actually aren't in alignment. So this really profound inner alchemy that we do creates an actual channel through which divine energies can work more easily through us. whether it be through a healing, whether you're actually doing healing work, like channeling healing energy, or whether it just be the words that you have to share, the love that you have to share, the presence that you have to give in your life. This is all part of weaving the light upon earth. So yeah, the intention really of today is to activate you into the soul remembrance of your sacred path and purpose. And so that you really feel this deeper connection to your divine mission. And again, from a place of peace, of empowerment, and trust and confidence. Okay, so that you're walking forward and from this masterclass today and trusting that you are on the right path. You are. And that you can be relaxed in it without this sense of overwhelm, overexertion, or doubting yourself. And instead, tuning in to the magnetism that you are, the beauty that you are, the light that you have to offer, the gift that you are, and focusing on that light from a place of peace, of trust, of joy, and just channeling that magnificence into your world, into your family, your communities, the work you do, whatever it may be. And, this creates such a powerful field of power, massive change along the earth. The way I envision it and see it oftentimes in journeys, and anytime I'm channeling wisdom healings or doing healing work with my clients, I see so often these beautiful energy lines that are flowing across the earth, and it's almost like Mother Earth is waking up more and more as more of us individuals choose to reclaim who we really are, choose to reclaim our divine inheritance, choose to reclaim our sovereignty and our power and our divine light, and choose to be a part of the evolution for future generations and for our own life. And it's like Mother Earth is waking up because our own energy lines are waking up, and we are one with Mother Earth. We are her body. And so with this collective awakening, it's not just like you're this singular act. I mean, sometimes it can feel like you're alone in the world, off doing the best you can to create change, while it's like this drama playing out of absolute chaos and war and deep, profound suffering. And it can feel like there's the weight of the world is on you. And there's like, you're this little piece of the puzzle trying to break through the weight of the world. But the way I envision it is a little bit different. The way I'm seeing the awakening, the healing happening, is that through you, the sacred channel, through which, as you purify your energy system, as you purify your chakra system, as you purify your body, as you strengthen your energy system so you can become a greater channel of light, that more energy can actually flow through you. Divine intelligence, divine wisdom, divine inspiration, healing can activate and flow through you. And what that does is then it flows through you and down into the earth. And you connect with this sacred, holy grid of beautiful divine light that is awakening upon earth. And then all the other individuals who are activating their own light, their own mission, their own gifts, and their own purpose, we're all connected to this grid. And as we continue to reclaim, remember to show up in our divine mission and purpose, the more the energy grid of Mother Earth awakens, the more spiritual light is becoming activated. And so we're healing from the ground up. But it's not you against the weight of the world. It's this matrix of profound light and love and healing that is literally lifting the frequency, lifting the consciousness of Mother Earth, to help literally create a new earth, to create heaven on earth, to create a place where future generations can actually thrive. So you just being you is so magnificent, and it's needed and so important because it's not you alone. You're connected to this grid of light workers, and that's why it's called this workshop the Light Weavers, because we're weaving the light all together across this grid on earth. So if you're new here and this is your first time connecting with me, my name is Ashley Seymour. I'm a Holy Fire Reiki master and a multidimensional ceremonialist and channel for the divine feminine awakening. I mainly support women in awakening into their soul gifts, their priestess path of service, and their purpose and mission for this life. So it's just really absolute honor to have this discussion, and I will at the end be talking about Holy Fire Reiki as a way to strengthen your light, your purpose, your energy field, to heal your chakras and energy systems so that you can become a greater channel of light and direction in your life. If you've already worked with Holy Fire Reiki, and if you work with Holy Fire Reiki with me, all of this year's Reiki trainings are set up. So if you want to take it to the next level, then you can go ahead and get that set up. But I'll talk about that towards the end. I just wanted to check out the comments here. Hi, Danica. Oh, hey, Kaylin. Nice to meet you. And Danica, so happy to have you here. Timeline leaping. Yes, love it. Okay, so I want you to take a moment to close your eyes. We will be doing a deeper healing, but I just want to, if you are in a place where you can close your eyes for a moment, or if you can just take a couple of deep breaths and you have to be engaged with your world, that's fine. But, have an inner ear open, an inner eye open to this experience. But if you're able to actually go within, then please take that space and just take a deep breath in through your nose and a deep breath out. And I want you to envision what heaven on earth means to you, what that looks like for you. What are you seeing? What does the landscape look like? How are you dressed? How is the people dressed that you're seeing? How are you feeling when you experience this heaven on earth, this new earth? And can you really tune into that feeling as you're visioning this heaven on earth? Can you tune into the feeling of it? The play, the smiles, the joy, the light. Can you let it penetrate your heart? Can you breathe in this absolute magnificence? This beauty, this divine reality. Envisioning that you're opening your arms wide and taking it in like sun rays penetrating every pore of your body, activating you, accepting it, receiving it, thanking it. Can you hold that vision? Can you receive that frequency of paradise, of heaven? Can you hold that for you, for your children, for your family, for those you serve, and the children who have yet come to Mother Earth? Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. When you're ready, you can return. If you're on Eastern time, it's 444 right now. Sacred angel numbers. So this visioning is so important. And the longer we can hold that vision, to feel it and to believe it to be true, we seed that light intention into the earth. And this is a reality of earth, this heaven on earth. It is here. It is right now. All timelines are happening at this one now moment. So when we get to experience this truth of heaven on earth, I mean, well, for me, I guess I can speak for myself. This is why I do what I do. I support women in reclaiming their mission and understanding their purpose and connecting to their heart and their divinity, is to access this beautiful life, this life of joy, of bliss, of magnetism, of creation, because it's who we are. And that reality can be here on earth and is what we're ascending into. And if you incarnated at this time right now, you chose to be a part of this massive awakening, this shift in consciousness, to bring forward this new vision, to literally seed this new vision on earth and to be a part of this change. And I'm not saying this so that it's like, oh, you have all this pressure now. We have so many pressures, but there is this sacred responsibility, right, to yourself, to your mission, and to your purpose. And it doesn't mean having to do a big thing. It means being so aligned with who you are and radiating that truth, that vision, that light, that magnificence into everything you do. And you envision seeding it upon the earth. It means you take responsibility for your alignment with the divine, with God, to divine love, to releasing the shadows, to letting go of the wounding, to letting go of the root wound of separation, and choosing to say, I'm here for love, and I'm showing up for it. I'm going to be here for it. And as you welcome that vision, you can welcome it into any moment. You can welcome it while you're in the shower, while you're eating your food, while you're playing with your children, while you're smelling a flower. Like you anchor in this vision just by living your life. And then, the divine can work through you in such powerful ways. You'll feel called to reach out to someone, to share a kind word. Maybe it is creating something or speaking to a large audience or doing those quote unquote bigger things in the world. But it's not about the big things or the small things. It's the energy behind it. It's the alignment of truth that you bring to each moment. Is, am I here for why I chose to be here? Am I showing up for divine love, for the healing and alignment of all, for heaven on earth, for future generations? And it's just a choice. It's a choice to attune yourself to that truth in each moment. And it doesn't have to be a big bang thing. Sometimes you'll feel called to do that. The divine will really kind of give you some to do things to do on your list. But most of the time it's in the little ways. Because in order to authentically show up in big ways, we have to authentically be able to show up in all the small ways, in how we are in our relationships, and how we engage with our food, our life, with nature, how we engage with our body, how we engage with our mind, all of this. That is how we are seeding the new earth, is how we live, how we are in relationship to ourselves. And we hold that vision. And the longer we can hold the vision and with more trust and confidence and power, the more that we are literally magnetizing that reality in. And this gets more into the womb mysteries of creation and magnetism, which I will be doing a deeper workshop a little bit later in the year about the womb mysteries. But yeah. For now, just holding the vision, bringing forward that energy, thinking of yourself as this powerful channel of light. And the more attuned you are to yourself, the greater this channel of light can actually move through you. Okay, so what's happening? Why are we having this kind of battle within ourselves, right? Like we know when I'm talking of this, maybe you can feel in your body that sense of truth, of wanting to resonate with that joy, the highest division, the peace, the harmony in life. Well, why aren't we seeing that in the world right now? Right? There's so much in our field, the visions of limitation, of sorrow, suppression, there's pain, there's violence, right? And this is all stemming from the root wound of separation, the split of the masculine and feminine, and then the fall of the masculine and feminine, and then this deep, just continuing down the ladder of suffering, pain, sacrifice. And this is what we are rising out of. This is the consciousness we are climbing out of. But right now, while the ladder is still in the consciousness of separation. And there's this little spark within us that's saying, that's not true. And I don't subscribe to that anymore. That's why we came here. Our soul said, yes, I'm coming here and I'm a part of this climbing up. But we're all in this midst of separation consciousness, of intense pain, violence, and fear, and trauma. And not just around us, it's within us too. It's passed down ancestrally, line after line. And so we're contending with this inner war within ourselves and around us. But yet there's this spark that's saying, no, I believe there's something more. I know there's something more. I trust there's something more. And it's beauty, and it's joy, and it's heaven, and it's harmony. And we have to believe in that every day. We have to show up for that every day. And we have to choose to see it in the small ways. And in the small ways, that's how we are. When we really tap into that space of, I am here for joy. I see the light. I see the harmony. When we truly tap into that, we open up like a well. to the divine pouring through us. And that light floods through our body, goes into the earth, anchors into the light codes of the earth, into the light lines of the earth, and it supports the awakening of other women. And maybe some other woman across the earth or some other man across the earth is tuning into that joy. You can feed into that joy even more. And together we're building greater joy, greater heaven on earth. And we're all activating it together. So it's taking us all. It's all of us showing up. And it doesn't mean we have to be physically together. It's us channeling this energy through into the moment, into the earth, and awakening together. Okay? But we have to remind ourselves of this. And this is why this conversation is so important. I have to remind myself of it every day as well, because it's really easy to get stuck in that the mistrust or the doubt, the fear, the uncertainty. And what that does is it pulls us away from our concentrated focus on our mission, our purpose, our soul remembrance of why we're here. So the reality is that what's happening too is that the more you feel, right, the more you awaken, you're going to feel more. The more you come alive, emotions get bigger. Okay, you feel the pain. You really feel the sorrow. You feel the desperation, the loneliness, the sadness. But you also feel the bliss, the joy, the unity, the peace, the equanimity, the sacred power, sensuality, pleasure. You feel it all. But you get to, when you start feeling more of this pain, this grief, and the suffering, it can feel so all-consuming, and you can kind of you can easily shift out of that trust, the vision of the light, and instead feel like this problem's getting worse. It's kind of like I'm feeling it more, so it's getting worse. There's more pain, there's more suffering, there's more fear, there's more war. And the reality is it's always been there. There's on earth for a long, long time, thousands and thousands of years, there's been pain, there's been suffering, sacrifice, wounding. It's when we start feeling it, we start thinking there's more, and then we put all this pressure on ourselves to fix. We have to fix it all, and it's all on me, and I'm seeing it more, and now I need to be the solution and take care of it, and it can weigh you down. But return to that knowing that you're just feeling it more. It's there, but it's not any more than it was. And what's more important is to recognize that you are going to serve at a much higher capacity if you can choose to be the anchor of light. Instead of letting the suffering, the pain consume you, you take a conscious action, say, no, I'm going to be an anchor of light, and I'm going to show up with what I can do in this moment. And this is a whole conversation on having sacred boundaries as well, because if you are drained and exhausted and mentally tired, you're not going to be able to have the spiritual fortitude to anchor in the light that you need to anchor in. So you need to nourish yourself, take care of yourself, have time away from media, media that's dark or heavy, and nourishing the physical body, the mind, your spirit, so that you can be a really powerful anchor of light. And that looks different for everybody. Some people can take greater amounts of frequencies or interactions with darkness and still anchor in their light. And some people need to take more time away and nourish and reground. But what's most important is your light. You becoming a profound anchor of light and stringing it. You're bringing it through this darkness, and you're anchoring it into Mother Earth, and you're creating literally a collective field of awakening upon Earth right now, literally rising the vibration, so that those that might be stuck in the grips of darkness, they feel this engulfing of love, of support, of healing light. So you could support the healing and upliftment of someone you've never even met before, just by you anchoring the light into Mother Earth, by you sharing joy with a flower, with you being in awe of the stars. Like, this is magic. This is so powerful, and this is needed on Earth. Okay? So for so long, we have carried so much pain and witnessed and experienced so much suffering that we've turned off our ability to feel. So many humans right now have turned off the ability to fully feel, walking around numb, disconnected, because it's just been too much to feel. Not just the pain, but then we disconnect ourselves from the divine love. So not only, it's a trauma response to disconnect, to shut off, and to, yeah, turn off the ability to feel. But then we're also turning off the ability to experience sensuality, pleasure, to connect to our intuition, our inner knowing, to experience God, the divine, joy, all of that. We disconnect from the bliss of union, from the presence of the Divine Mother and the Father, and with the divinity and connection with our own divinity. So, from this place, when we can actually choose to anchor in this profound light, we develop this ability to actually alchemize the challenging and painful emotions and the suffering in the world. There becomes this ability to alchemize, shift, transform, and bring to light that suffering. And this is part of the reason why I love working with Holy Fire Reiki as part of my mission and light weaving work upon the world. Because working with this channel of divine love, it's constantly working with my energy system and anyone who's working with it to help transform the lower frequency energies, so that it's more easy for you to recalibrate back to your higher consciousness, higher awareness of self, and therefore become a stronger channel of divine healing light at any moment. But so from this place of higher alignment and wisdom, we can actually create change when we're really bogged down. Okay, and I just want to mention it's not that you don't want to feel. We need to feel. You feel it all. We feel the anger, the frustration, the pain, but it's being able to process it. Our bodies are divine technologies that know how to process emotions. But when we get stuck on emotions, when we feel guilt or shame, or like we deserve suffering, or we're unworthy of joy, that stops the emotional processing technology of your body, and you get weighed down by the emotions. I see this all the time too with people who even have joyful lives, but feel guilty for having an easeful life, and there's so much pain in the world. So even though they've created a life that they potentially love, they're experiencing so much pain and suffering because they're not allowing themselves to actually enjoy the life that they have, because they feel like they can't have it, the unworthiness of it. So if we feel like we are not worthy of joy, love, peace, I mean, this blocks the emotional processing system, and we get bogged down with these energies. Another reason why Holy Fire Reiki is so powerful, because it helps move the energies, helps move the pain, the suffering. You can feel it, you witness it, you can be in your sovereignty with it, not disconnecting or becoming numb to it, and then still continue to be a greater channel of light. Okay, but when we can attune ourselves to our higher self, then we can view the world, we can shift from viewing the world through the lens of separation and suffering, and instead create a reality of light. Okay, all of it, when I talked right in the beginning, if you were here for the beginning of the discussion, the vision, what is your heaven on earth? What does that look like for you? What are you creating? The ability to see that and to hold that vision, it takes that sense of trust, the ability to process the emotional intensities and densities of this world, so that you can really create that reality of life. You can hold steady in that vision, not only visually, but you feel it in your heart. You trust it. You believe it to be true. You know it to be true with every cell of your being. So the blueprint is here. And as light weavers, we are creating this healing reality. You're doing it right now. You can activate a greater intention and power behind your life and weave this power of healing much deeper and more profoundly into your life. And I'm going to go more into that tomorrow when we talk about the healer archetype and really reclaiming it, healing any resistance to it, so that you can be a much more powerful generator for this beautiful healing light and activate, weaving this light upon earth. So, you want to be able to see, it's just seeing the hope in the world, seeing the beauty, the joy, and even the smallest of moments, listening to a child's laughter, dissolving just into contentment when you can, finding peace. It's a lot of it's just giving yourself permission to see the joy that's already here. Because oftentimes we're just not giving ourselves permission. It's like, I have to do this, I should be doing this, all these like shoulds, needs, and responsibilities that we put on ourselves. And instead saying, no, I receive this joy. And so if you need the outer permission, then here it is. You are going to be more profoundly healing to the world if you can choose to say yes to your joy. You can choose to say yes to your pleasure. You can choose to say, yes, I welcome in laughter, play, pleasure, joy, and that is healing and divine wisdom for the earth. We need that. That is part of your medicine, because that is a channel through which the divine can work through. Okay? Your radiance, your joy, your peace, your love, that is the energy that is creating the heaven on earth. Okay? Not through, you don't need to create more suffering in order to to ease other suffering in the world, or sacrifice something because there's pain somewhere else in the world. No, we're healing through holding the frequency of what it is we want to create on this earth, which is that heaven on earth, paradise on earth. And we need to be a living embodiment of it through anchoring in the wisdom codes, being a channel through which the divine can work through us, and also just living the joy that we want our future generations to experience. Okay? Yeah, so just looking at a dewdrop on the grass and seeing the divine, feeling the presence of the loved one on your body against your own, your children, your lover, your father, mother, whoever, just like feeling that touch. It's magnificent. And if we can't get into that, it's because our mind is in this depth of overwhelm, anxiety, fear, the future. Okay? And in this the fear of the future, and we can't really be present. And again, why Holy Fire Reiki is so powerful, welcoming this into your life, because it just begins to heal and process and work through this energy so that you can be in a state of presence. Okay. So the creation of the future, when we talk about creating heaven on earth, right, we can see it far away, or how can that even be possible right now, or generations and generations from now. But the future, the creation of the future is not in the future, it's right now. Right now we are creating the future. Okay, so your full commitment, so we have right now, and your full commitment to the now moment and choosing joy is creating the heaven on earth. But you have to really hold your vision. Okay. All right. So we're going to get into the healing very shortly with working with Holy Fire Reiki, so that you can activate this this connection and trust in your sacred path and purpose. Before we get into that, I just want to talk a little bit more about your sacred path and your purpose, and what that means a little bit more, so that you can have a deeper understanding of what you're tapping into when we go into this healing and working with Holy Fire. So when I say your sacred path and your purpose, it's the path that you chose to walk upon this earth right now. It is how your soul wants to show up given the circumstances of planet Earth. That you may have incarnated, most likely you have incarnated on Earth at another time, and there was probably another way that you needed to show up most authentically in life. Okay? And so there was a different way that you needed to use your soul gifts, different way you needed to serve, and so on. But right now, there is a specific blueprint, specific gifts, way of showing up that's important to you for incarnating on earth right now. And this remembrance and inner soul knowing is constantly being revealed to yourself. It is this, it's like this flower essence that's emanating and radiating from you. And the more you can attune yourself to the now moment, the more you can experience it, trust it, and know yourself. And when you can really tune into that purpose, that mission of why you're here and the path that you're walking, again, that creates this inner alignment where the divine can just shower down through you and bless your actions, your intentions, the feet you walk, the life you live in, and really threading more light upon the earth to support the collective awakening. But I know that we can forget just how potent that standing in your desire and your passion, authenticity can be. Sometimes it's you have this feeling, this doubt of are my desires, do what I really want, is that important? Should I be focusing on that? Can I even have that? And so this healing is going to be a reminder that whatever is really sacred to you, important to you, that which you desire, that which you want to create, it's there for a reason, and it's part of your sacred path, and it's meant to be activated, to put intention into, for you to dream, for you to call in, for you to enjoy, for you to love and play. It's meant. You're meant. You can claim that. It is for you, and that is the way that this divine light is going to weave into the world. So we can easily overwhelm and exhaust ourselves by trying to be more and do more and change the world through massive action. And this is not what I'm speaking of today, although you might feel called to do that, and that might be a part of your passion, desire. And yes, it can be, but we have to start with our life, feeling that passion, desire, feeling that sense of purpose in all the small ways. In the way we shower, in the way we cook our food, in the way we drink our tea, in the way we walk outside. This is purpose. This is passion. This is desire. This is living. This is being a living channel of the divine flowing through us. It is even in the small ways. And we have to master in the small ways if we're going to show up in big ways. Okay, so and so it's not, so you know not to get burnt out. You don't have this like big fire activated passion, and you try to go and do it, but you don't have the boundaries set in place, the connection to self, the right environment to really share this big bold light with the world. But again, just by being you, just by you channeling this light into the world is so massively powerful. Just living in your life, being in absolute alignment, and being a channel for joy, for love, for heaven on earth. Okay, so just remember to hold your power. Remember the power that you hold through authentically aligning with yourself, with each moment, with your sacred path and purpose. That you don't need to overextend yourself to create massive change. Again, it's really, you can create such powerful change just by being in high spiritual alignment. And that can come as simply as breathing into the earth, as working, breathing into each of your chakra centers, through being really present in a hug. Like this is creating powerful change. Okay, and we don't need to fear the future. If we fear the future, all of our fears begin to chase us. We have to face what it is, the weights, the emotional weight, the suppression, the pain, the suffering. Let it be, not run away from it. And trust that it'll process as you focus on choosing to hold the vision of heaven on earth and doing what you need to do each day, showing up in your life the way that you need to. And your heart will guide you as to how that is going to be. And that's why we're going to work with this inner compass healing. This healing is going to guide you into how it is that you're meant to show up in this world, and what is most authentic for you to be doing in this moment in a way that feels in highest alignment. Okay, so yeah, today's healing is going to support you in anchoring your light as a sacred light weaver, so you can remember through your heart's wisdom and authentic alignment of self, the profound light that you're anchoring upon earth. Okay. All right, so let's dive in. If you are in the space to lay down or be seated with your eyes closed, do that. If you're kind of need your attention elsewhere, that's fine. Just again, try to tune in your inner heart, your inner ear, your inner mind, and letting it seep into your subconscious. But if you do have the space to really receive this, to be super present with it, I invite you to lay down or be seated. The first part of this is going to be just a guided visualization, reclamation, and then there'll be a little bit of space of just quiet so that you can receive the Holy Fire Reiki. Again, Reiki is just spiritually guided life force energy. Holy Fire Reiki is a specific consciousness that was channeled by Yeshua, Jesus. It is Christ consciousness. It is the energy of divine love. I do have a masterclass that is called Holy Fire Reiki, a transmission of divine love. I'm going to link that with today's recording. So if you want to receive a little bit more deeper understanding of Holy Fire, then you can tune into that masterclass as well. But I think what's most potent is also just receiving this energy. So let us dive in now, making yourself comfortable. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. And taking a deep breath out. Another deep breath in. And a long, slow breath out. And whether it's your feet, your seat, or your back on the earth, I want you to breathe down into the earth and just feel the loving rays of Mother Earth flowing up through you to you. It's like her electrical pulses of presence, of love, of light is radiating up into your body. She's welcoming you into this moment. She's thanking you for being here, for tuning in, for being a channel of divine light, and just feeling your hearts opening as you breathe in this embrace of Mother Earth, Earth Mother, Gaia, feeling held and connected. Feeling also connected to the sisters and the brothers that are here, for those who may be even watching the recording in the future. Feeling this sacred light connection of choosing to show up, to be present, to open up, to heal and align, to be a channel of divine light, to weave light upon the earth for the sacred awakening of all. Just by being you, just by breathing, grounding in. Mother Earth would never ask to stretch you further than you could handle, nor would the divine. So do not ask that of yourself. Tune in to what your capacity is at this moment. And maybe you stretch the edge of it a little bit as we grow and expand. But you honor yourself where you're at, and you melt into this moment, and you trust that you are enough right now, that you are worthy. And not only can you receive this heaven on earth within your own DNA, within your own soul, within your own inner vision, but you can be a part of the creation of it, right here, right now. Calling in the presence of Holy Fire Reiki to flow down now from this powerful, beautiful stream of Sophia Christ consciousness. This pure consciousness of divine love flowing into your body, to the crown of the head, into your heart, into every cell of your being, surrounding you. This divine hug, divine field of protection, of empowerment, of safety. Your light is important, and your light is needed. With every breath that you take, breathing in this liquid, holy light, as it flows into you, as it heals you and aligns you, so that your body naturally becomes this technology of transmission, of divine, holy transmission for the encodement of heaven on earth. And this encodement of heaven on earth is going to channel through your gifts, your desires, your passion, your joy. It's worthy and it's welcome. So now tune into your heart. Take deep in and out breaths through your heart, and just let Holy Fire Reiki heal any resistance that you've had to any passion, to any desire, to any visions, to anything you've been wanting to call in. Just let Holy Fire Reiki come in to heal any resistance, any doubt that you've been worthy of having it or receiving it. Any emotional, any suffering, grief, sorrow, pain that might need some processing, alchemizing, welcoming in Holy Fire Reiki to bathe your heart in so much love. Your pain is seen, it's welcomed, it's okay. It is safe to process it. And what is seated at your heart right now? What is singing forward at your heart to share, to bring with the world? What are you desiring to create in your life? Can you trust in its healing, that vision you have, that heart desire? Can you trust in its magnificence, its beauty? And can you go deeper? Can you trust in your own healing, your own innate magnificence, and your own beauty? Because it's you. You are the thread. That which you want to create is you. It is that seed light within you, weaving joy, love, healing, light upon the earth. You are a weaver of light, and your heart is guiding you to bring forward your inner visions, your heartfelt desires, your passion and dreams. Trust it. Trust that you'll be guided to take the divinely guided action that you need to take to bring this into fruition. Trust that you'll receive the healing that you need to receive in order to truly anchor in the fullness of this heart desire, passion. Trust that you'll be given and supported with abundance, prosperity, resources, community that you need to bring in and create this vision. Trust that this vision is worthy. Calling in Holy Fire Reiki now to heal any roots of unworthiness. Calling in Holy Fire III Reiki now to activate your full sovereign power. Calling Holy Fire Reiki in now to open the heart and the third eye. For trust in the inner vision and to be led by the heart. Now let the compass of your heart guide you forward and into the earth, into this moment, into the light, and to trust that the inner compass of your heart will guide you along your sacred path and purpose. Asking Holy Fire Reiki to continue to flow down and through the central channel of your body now, through your entire chakra system, opening a clear channel through the Sushumna Nadi, through the Ida, the feminine channel, the Pingala, the masculine channel, clearing these three main energy channels so that you become this clear channel of light, so that through whatever creations that you create, beautiful pure light flows through, healing, wisdom, love, and that through you, being you in this earth, in this body, in your life, create profound healing as you anchor in light through spiritual attunement and alignment in this now moment. Asking Holy Fire Reiki to descend, to spread through your being, to heal whatever you need to heal in this moment to receive this full activation. Taking a few deep in and out breaths now to receive this healing. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. A long, slow breath out as you tune back into your body. into this moment, tuning into your heart, feeling the power, the presence, the openness, the expansion of your heart. Trusting that you are enough in this moment. That your joy, that your play, that your love, it is enough. Believe in it, lean into it. Slow down enough to channel it. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and return back into this space. Let me know how you're feeling in the comments. If you're feeling peaceful, aligned, activated. I hope you feel that you're doing enough in this moment. And that all that really needs to happen is believing that you're worthy of the joy and love and peace and connection that's here for you. You can tune into it, and through that, so much light you're going to weave upon the earth and create beautiful, beautiful change. And then you'll get the knowing, you'll get the nudge of what to create, who to bring together, what to share with the world. It's going to come. It's all here. So if you really feel a deeper desire to work with Holy Fire Reiki as a sacred support to connect deeper to your sacred path and your purpose in this life, it is such a deep initiation just receiving this energy on a spiritual level. Of course, receiving the healing is so profound and lovely. I can't read your comments. I can't read them right now. Receiving the healing is so profound. But then having this energy a part of yourself, it activates your energy system in a way that you can actually channel greater light. And it's working with your system to continue to heal you so that you're coming into alignment, aligning with yourself, aligning with joy, aligning with love, and choosing to tune in and becoming more clear of your mission and path because you're not so bogged down by any confusion or uncertainty. And it'll also support you in activating your intuitive abilities so that you can commune and connect more to the divine and to the divine guidance flowing through you. And it's going to support healing any resistance that you might have to who you really are and how it is you're meant to show up here. Holy Fire Reiki, it is divine love. And again, I'll share that 90-minute masterclass about how Holy Fire Reiki is a transmission of divine love, so you can learn more about that if you'd like. But through divine love, you really can be guided to truly remember why you came here and how you're meant to serve. So, and Reiki it's just always going to empower your mission on this earth. So I have a Reiki level 1 training coming up actually next weekend, next Saturday. You might be hearing my child screaming in the background. So next Saturday is a Reiki level 1 training. This is $300, and if you've never received a Reiki training, you can enter into that, and it's with Holy Fire Reiki. I also have one in the fall. I only do 2 a year, so I have one in the fall, spring, and then I do them in the fall. If you can't do next Saturday. And then I have a level 2, so if you already have level 1 and you want to go to the next level, that's in the fall. And then for those who are already level 2 and want to go to your master level, I have 2 master trainings coming up in April. One is the after level 2, you do the Holy Fire Reiki master training, which guides you to teach. You can teach Reiki trainings as well. There's so much more to it. I'm not going to go too deep into it now. And then the higher, more advanced Reiki master training after the Reiki master is the Karuna Reiki master training, which you learn how to chant and tone and channel Reiki using your voice. And again, each initiation is it's so powerful, healing, activating, and aligning. You can click the link in the description and learn more about the trainings I'm offering, the dates, times, all of that. And of course, just reach out to me if you have any questions about, more questions about the training, what it involves. But again, if you want to do level 1, 2, or master, those are all scheduled and set up. So you can go ahead and read more about those. Now, and I will talk a little bit more about the Reiki trainings tomorrow, but I'm going to end it here with just sharing a little bit about what to expect for tomorrow. So again, we just worked with the heart, connecting to your purpose, your mission, trusting the vision, just being in your joy. And tomorrow we're going to really work with this healer archetype. So the soul really communicates in symbology and archetype language. It's just in storytelling. And so we adopt or step into certain archetypes in our life. And a healer archetype is there's a lot of a wounding around what it means to be a healer in this world. It's been quite inverted and been misused, a lot of it because of the fall of the divine feminine. So a lot of people feel a resistance to claiming being a healer and choosing to be in support of the healing upon earth because of this wounding around the healer archetype, which is suppressing the innate divine blueprint, which is going to activate your greater capacity and ability to be a light on this world. So tomorrow's going to be such a powerful healing activation discussion on how to take this to the next level. How to really be a greater channel and trust in the ability that you have to heal and the blueprint within you to connect your divine healer blueprint with the healing capacity of Mother Earth. I mean, she is always regenerating, always, always, always. And we have this capacity within ourselves. We're not meant for destruction and chaos. It's not our divine blueprint. And so when we activate that healer archetype, it's choosing to create the environment for regeneration. And there's so many ways that we can do it. So we're going to work with healing that archetype so you can more fully step into light weaving upon the earth. Okay? All right, my dear sisters, this was so wonderful to connect with you and to be in the sacred space with you. Amazing. I've seen your comments now. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And if you really like this and it spoke to you, please mention it to your friends, your sisters, those you know, invite them into the group. I would really appreciate that to create more of, bringing in more light weavers, those who you know who feel called to this work and you feel inspired by this. Bring them into the group, invite them into tomorrow's call, and we can collectively together more activate our divine light upon the earth and create more change. And again, it's through those little ways that we activate more light. We invite people to step more into their power. And so, if this spoke to you, invite your friends, people you might know, guide them in, and I will see you all tomorrow. All right, my dear sisters, mwah, all my love.